Hey everyone, PianoManChuck here. So I've been at the NAMM 2024 show for the past couple of days. So here's what we have so far in terms of digital pianos, keyboards, that kind of thing. And so as not to give any kind of preference to anything, we're going to go alphabetically. And we're going to start out with Casio. Casio has 3 new keyboards out. I should say they're more like furniture style pianos. They are the Casio Salviano series, the AP450, 550, and 750. These are furniture style upright pianos with phenomenal action and phenomenal piano sounds. And I don't use the word phenomenal lightly. You've got to try this when it comes available to your retailer. The action on it is just like or very similar to the PXS 7000, 6000, and 5000 line. It is a wonderful key action, wood sides and all that kind of stuff, but the sounds are to die for. So that is it for the Casio. They don't have any new slab pianos this year. I assume that's coming next year. All right, now we move on to Dexibell. Nothing new with Dexibell in terms of new keyboards from last year. The only difference now is the S8, the S8M or the S8 Pro are now available. They weren't last year. They were introduced, but they weren't available. Also, the SX8 MIDI sound module is available, and I'll be doing a review of that really soon. I am very, very impressed with that sound module. It's the only sound module I know where you can actually control the organ drawbars with the module itself. It is so cool. Donner, nothing really new, but they keep coming out with really new cabinet designs, and man, they are like experts at coming out with new cabinet designs. Really, some of them are really gorgeous. It might be the same piano, but with different cabinet designs. Really nice. Kawai, nothing really new, but then again, Kawai tends to hold on to products for quite a while before they introduce a new product. So they really do their research and everything before they release a new product. So that's what's going on with Kawai. Korg. Now, this turns out to be probably one of my favorites. This is the brand new Korg Grandstage X. That is a phenomenal keyboard. Now, you remember the Grandstage. This is now the Grandstage X, and it's really a work of art in both the design and acoustically what it sounds like. The previous Korg Grandstage was really nothing to look at, whereas the SV2, that was a really cool thing to look at. This kind of combines the features of both in terms of looks. It looks kind of like an SV2, but it has more to it than that. Now, it has 7 sound engines. It's got an aluminum body. And here's something that I really haven't seen on a keyboard. It's got a key touch slider. Instead of punching in something like low, medium, or high key touch, or they get creative and they have a dial where you can have a key touch from 0 to 127. This has an actual slider, so you can perfectly tune in the key touch that you want. Oh man, I love that feature. That feature alone has got me going. So hopefully we'll get one of those in. We'll review that for you in the near future. Cwell has a couple of new keyboards out. The Cwell K2061 and K2088. Those are 61 and 88 key keyboards with 9 drawbars. They're prototypes right now, so I don't have a lot of information on that, but there'll be more coming later, so stay tuned and I'll update you on those as news comes in. Nord, another one, the Nord Grand 2. Now, the Nord Grand was the first keyboard that Nord had that used a Kawai key action. Now, the Nord Grand 2 also uses a Kawai key action, but it's an improved Kawai key action. Now, as far as what it's capable of, it's pretty much the same as the Nord Piano 5. In fact, the Nord Piano 5 is to the Nord Piano 4 what the Nord Grand 2 is to the Nord Grand. So that's a really cool keyboard. It looks cool. It feels great. I'll have more info for you on that as time goes on. I'm hoping to get a review unit in here so that we can do a complete coverage on that as well. Now, also what's new on the Nord Grand 2, just like on the Nord Stage 4, you've got 2 piano sliders and you have 2 sample synth sliders as well. So you can have 2 independent unique pianos, 2 independent samples, and all 4 can be layered at once. How cool is that? Independent effects for all of those. You got 2 pianos, 2 sample synth layers, independent effects for all of that, except for reverb. Reverb is going to be common across. And of course, all the sounds are replaceable from whatever sounds you might find on the Nord website. You can load those right in to your Nord Grand 2. Next up, pocket piano. It won't fit into your pocket, but it will fit into your backpack. Now, the Pocket Piano 2, they say, is the, quote, only grand piano that fits in your backpack. Okay, it will fit in your backpack, that's for sure, but it is no grand piano. Now, they have 1 octave sections, and each of those sections, you purchase them separately, connects to each other via a magnetic connection. So you get enough of them together and you've got yourself a full piano. Now, the keys feel like spring action, definitely not a grand action, but it is a very cool concept. Now, it may not feel like a grand piano, but you can take those 1 octave sections, pack them up into your backpack, and you're good to go. And when you go ahead and play at a gig, you just hook them up together magnetically. Very, very, very cool concept. But if you are looking for a grand piano feel, you're not going to get it with this. Next up, Roland. Roland was not at the NAMM 2024 show. That doesn't mean they're not going to have new products this year. It just means they weren't at the show, so any products they have that are new won't be unveiled at the NAMM 2024 show. Next up, Studiologic. Studiologic has a new keyboard out. Do you remember the Studiologic Numa Compact X? Now they have the Numa Compact X SE, which is the 2nd edition. It's got 88 semi-weighted keys with aftertouch, and it now has full-length keys. The previous edition had keys that were short. They were 1 inch shorter than the standard length. Now they're full-length. That is really cool. They got new factory sound banks, new synthesizer sounds, 148 sounds, 200 note polyphony. Very cool. Many more features with new synth sounds. I hope to get one of those review units in as well. We'll go over those with you as well in the future. Vicount Legend 70s. They said they had some new stuff. I haven't seen any evidence of that. They were showing their Vicount Legend 70s with their Legend organ expansion unit, which is like this. It's a sound module, but it's an organ module. It's got drawbars on it. They are not coming out with an organ module that goes into your Legend 70s. Instead, they're pushing their external Legend organ module that sits on top to go over that. I'm going to go over some alternatives for you that I think might be a better option than that, as well as their optional acoustic piano. So stay tuned. We'll cover that soon. Lastly, Yamaha. Yamaha has a new CSP 275 and a CSP 295 GP. Grand Touch S key action. Now, both of these have a new feature that is super cool. So if you have sheet music in PDF format, it can go ahead and scan that and convert that to a MIDI file, and it can show you where to play on the piano and so on and so forth. That is so cool. Now also the 295 GP has an updated CFX and Bosendorfer piano sample. And lastly, the new flagship to their P series, the P525, with updated CFX and Bosendorfer piano samples, along with some modeling updates as well. So that's it for now. There's more, but that's all I've got for the pianos right now. And like I said, I was only there for 2 days, so that's what I got. So I will be seeing you in future videos covering some of these things and more. PianoManChuck. Peace out. Thanks for watching.